Do you know that feeling where you find just the right resource to help you accomplish your goal with child number 2 and you're like, where was this when I had my first child? I just had that experience with a potty training course that I took, and I want to recommend to you what I would do the first time around if I had this information earlier. Welcome to Worldly Families. I'm Justine. Traveling to over 40 countries and living abroad has opened my eyes to new ways of being and doing. I'm all about helping you expand your horizons so you can live and parent more intentionally and more joyfully. In this video, we'll be talking about potty learning, a new paradigm for potty training. This video is not a how-to potty train, but it is a review of some of the resources that I found and that I wish I knew about earlier. What I wish I had done. Have you ever heard of Elimination Communication? It also goes by EC. And it's basically what people have practiced around the world throughout the history of time to potty train their babies, long before diapers were ever invented. The trick is you really need to start early. And by the time you hit 1.5 years old, they're kind of out of the phase of being able to potty train in this way because they've become used to the feeling of pee and poo on themselves in the diaper for extended periods of time. That becomes normal. That's not a normal feeling for humans. What I tried with child number 1. With my daughter Autumn, we waited until she was about 3 to start potty training, and I basically just went on Amazon and looked up potty training charts because I had heard that that's helpful. You know, I didn't want to give like Skittles or anything with sugar and that kind of thing. So I found a sticker chart and it came with a CD about, a CD. Like even a few years ago, it was already behind the times, which should have clued me in to the type of information provided. The problem with going the reward route, even if it's not sugar, but it's some kind of external reinforcement, like putting a sticker on a chart, is that it really takes away that internal motivation to learn. Kids are naturally motivated to learn and to be self-sufficient, especially toddlers. But as soon as you make it about the sticker, then it's no longer about their learning. Even if you make it about your praise, it's no longer about their learning. That method took a long time. It was not very effective. It was full of lots of tantrums and pushback and was generally just not a very pleasant way to potty train a child. So I don't recommend using any kind of external motivation. My husband Kenny and I just took this course online called Potty Training Made Simple, a practical course to ditch diapers fast, easy, and for good. The course is created by Big Little Feelings. It's a brand that has another course called Winning the Toddler Stage, which I'm also in the middle of and I'm really enjoying. All of their material is very aligned with simplicity parenting and the Danish way of parenting and my parenting philosophy. Big Little Feelings courses are also very research-based and science-backed. It's 2 women, both of whom are moms, and one of whom is a child psychologist. Just to give you a little sneak peek into the course, it's 6 modules. The first module is really just an introduction and getting you into the right mindset for the course, which is basically to really commit to this method and see it all the way through, to be very consistent with the method, and to remain cool, calm, and collected. This whole process is really great practice. The second module is about how to prepare your home, yourself, and your toddler. The course comes with tons of downloadables too, including mantras that you can hang up on your wall and have to help you stay cool, calm, and collected when the literal poop hits the whatever. The third module takes you through the 3 phases of this method of potty training. The first one is go naked, second one is add clothes, and the third one is add in outings. The fourth module prepares you to respond to tantrums and pushback. Those 4 modules are all you really need to get started, but they also include a 5th module that's all about poop. Literally, it's called Poop, There It Is. And then there's a 6th module that is sort of the miscellaneous additional topics that are very practical and very helpful, like coordinating with caregivers. What about travel? What about naps and nighttime? How about swimming? What about regressions, divorce and separation? How to handle all of these things that happen and come up in life. Overall, the course is extremely comprehensive and very easy to digest and implement. Get your mind right. One thing I love about Potty Training Made Simple is this course does focus a lot on mindset and on the actual parent in the situation. It's not just the toddlers who are learning. The toddlers are learning how to connect the feeling of needing to go pee or poo with the action of getting the pee or poo in the potty. The adults are learning how to help their toddler through this learning process, right? This is a great time to practice everything that we've been working on with our inner work. And so they actually don't even call it potty training, they call it potty learning. They talk about how it's very equivalent to learning the ABCs. If your child messes up, you're not gonna get all on their case because they missed a few letters or they scrambled the elemental P part. It's a process, and the mistakes happen. Over time, they'll get it, and it's the same thing with potty learning. Prepare for the experience. If your childcare is shared with someone else, a co-parent or a partner, get them on board because it's very important that everybody approaches this at the same time in the same way. You want consistency across the board so it's not confusing to your toddler. Carve out a week. In the Potty Training Made Simple course, they recommend carving out 3 full days where you're fully committed just to potty training. You're not working, you don't have anything else on your schedule, you have nowhere to be except right there present with your toddler. We actually took it a step further and carved out a whole week because let's face it, these things take time, and sometimes your toddler doesn't progress to the next stage in one day. It might take a couple days. Watch the course. There are 2 ways you can approach this. You can either watch the course over time and kind of absorb it slowly, or you can binge watch it. So what we did is we don't have any extra time throughout the week. So because Monday was a holiday, it was Labor Day, Kenny took 2 days off, Tuesday, Wednesday. I took 2 days off, Thursday, Friday. And so what we did is on Saturday before Labor Day, we spent that whole day binge watching the course. We watched it in one day to just knock it out, get on the same page. What we didn't realize is that there were some supplies that we needed, and so we had to overnight those really fast. So I'm gonna give you the list of supplies you need in advance in case you want to binge watch the course and just start the next day. Then we started the potty learning process on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, today is Thursday, and today's the first day that he finally went poop in the potty all by himself. He just went, uh-oh, poo-poo, ran to the potty, sat down, and did his duty. That's when you really have to play it cool because you don't want to make your praise the center of attention. Supplies. You're gonna need a potty, one that sits on the ground, not one of the ones that goes over the toilet, the actual toilet, because it's easier for them to pee and poo in that when they're first learning. You'll also need a potty basket. We used to have a diaper basket with diapers and wipes and diaper cream. We emptied that out and filled it instead with a couple books and toys that Onyx could easily look at to keep him occupied and keep him sitting on the potty long enough to actually relax and go pee or poop. You're gonna wanna print all the downloadables from the course and hang them on the wall. We actually hung them right above the potty area with the potty basket, and all of our scripts so that we could remember what to say. And after binge watching it, you would think, having heard this so many times, that you would remember, but in the moment, your programming and whatever your parents said to you is what actually comes to your mouth. So you have to and then go read the script and say the script and just stick to the script. You're gonna need comfy clothes for phase 2 because they're not gonna wear diapers, but they are gonna put on shorts or pants or a dress, whatever, without the diaper, so they can still feel if they go pee or poo. So be prepared to do a lot of laundry and have lots of changes of bottoms on hand. You're also gonna need what they call sleeping undies for naps and nighttime because developmentally your children are not able to hold it that long yet. So while they're sleeping, you differentiate and say, these are your sleeping undies just for sleeping. You put them on right before they go to sleep and you take them off as soon as they wake up. So they can distinguish in their mind when they have these and when they don't. The course doesn't do a great job of explaining what to actually put on them as sleep undies. They just say, make sure it doesn't feel like a diaper. So we got a couple options. One thing we ordered was these cotton training undies that have a little bit of a thicker pad on the bottom. They are not waterproof. And so we also got this waterproof, quote unquote, shell to put over. And we thought, oh, that's perfect. He'll be able to feel when it's wet, but it won't get the bed wet. Incorrect. Everything got soaked. That waterproof shell was not actually waterproof and everyone was miserable. So on day 2, I did a quick Target run and I got some actual just sleepy time pull-ups. I don't know if that's what they're actually called. The pull-ups probably do feel a lot like a diaper, but we're very careful to just call them sleeping undies and to use them in the proper time. It's been much less of a headache for us ever since. You'll also need cleaning supplies ready at hand. If you are a type A type of person, or this is your first baby, we used to be type A people, then you might want to put like a cute little basket with all your little cleaning supplies downstairs and maybe one upstairs or something like that. At this point, we're kind of just like, they're wherever. And the last thing is potty pads. We put potty pads out wherever Onyx normally sits. Just in case he sits there, we have one on the piano bench and one on the couch. You're going to be spending a lot of time on the ground, most likely, as you're all playing and everything. And if you have a tile or concrete floor, anything that's really hard and cold, it can be really helpful to lay out a bunch of those foam interlocking tiles. We had this already underneath our rug to make it extra squishy and comfy to play on. So it was really easy to just roll up the rug and have that surface, and it cleans up really easily too. If you don't have that already, it may or may not be worth the investment to use it for a week, but if you think you might use it longer or you keep it under your rug to make it extra squishy, then I would say go for it. I'll link to the EC course by Go Diaper Free and the Potty Training Made Simple course by Little Big Feelings down below. And I'll also list out all of the supplies that you need to prep for this. The Winning the Toddler Stage course by Big Little Feelings is $100, and you can add on the Potty Training Made Simple course for only $10. Otherwise, you can buy the standalone Potty Training Made Simple course for $34. Let me tell ya, it is money well spent. Onyx is really catching on with this method so quickly. He's doing so well. We're already in the phase where we're doing outings with him and he's wearing clothes and he's able to hold it for multiple hours at a time. He just held it for 2 hours while his babysitter brought him to the park. So we're very happy with this method. By the way, if you're liking my content, please like or comment or subscribe. Any of the above, any kind of engagement with my channel will really help the algorithm to get this information to more people who need it. So I really appreciate your help. Thank you so much for watching. Make it a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.